Prerendered podcast with your host, Andrew, Niker 411, and Tommy, XX, Screw, a Kangaroo, XX. Hello and welcome to the Prerendered show. I am one of your hosts, Andrew, Niker 411. I am joined by my usual co-host, Tommy Portugal.
How's it going, everyone?
And we have a special guest today, Chris Portugal.
Hello.
He is my brother, if you have not figured that out.
Yeah.
For people on the internet, that was a very, very, very ecstatic hello. You can tell he's very excited to be here. We didn't have to drug him or anything. So, how are you doing? How are you two doing today?
Doing good. You go to school, so that's good.
How about you, Tommy?
I was just doing yard work. Nothing, really. Boring day.
Well, I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking, you gracious co-host.
Well, you had a show last night. How'd that go?
I had a show. Well, it wasn't exactly a show.
Why
I was
call it a
playing.
show?
Well, because it's just an easier way than trying to explain things through text message.
But you also posted Facebook.
Whatever. I played one song in front of my entire senior class last night.
How'd that go?
It was nerve-wracking, but I did good. They were singing along and everything, so that's the important part, that they liked it, so.
They were singing along? Did they?
Yeah, they were singing along.
Like, what did you sing?
Time of Your Life by Green Day.
Green Day song.
Yeah, I figured it's fitting. It's kind of a graduation song.
Oh, that's...
So, Tommy, have you realized that you've pissed some people off?
I did, and I'm proud.
There's absolutely no way I can get him onto the show now. I hope you realize.
Okay, for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, a couple of weeks ago I played a game called Maids with Balloons, and as I played it, you saw my first reaction. So as my first reaction, it was negative. And then the next Tommy Plays video, I played another game from the same developer, Conquest. Again, my first impression. And, you know, it was like, I didn't know what to do. It looked hard. I said some negative things about it. And the developer and his fanboys are pissed at me.
Yep. Basically, before the Conquest video came out, I sent him a message asking if he wanted to be on the show and things of that nature. And he basically replied to me saying, probably not, as your partner just sits there and bashes my games.
Bashes? I only said two things.
I sent him a message back saying, well, that is his opinion, not mine, and I would like you to come on to the show so you could possibly defend your games with quotation marks around it. Yeah, so you never know. It still might happen, but we have a lot less of a chance because, well, you didn't get paid to make those videos.
Well, of course not. And also, there are other videos out there saying, oh, don't play Maids with Balloons, and they have 1,000 videos. And my two Tommy Played videos put together don't even create 100 views on YouTube. And he's, like, pissed about it.
Well, yeah, that's true. Chris, have you seen any of the gameplay or anything about it? Or do you have any idea what we're talking about?
I saw the Maids with Balloons one. That was pretty funny. It's so stupid.
Oh, now developers mad at your whole family.
Hey, look. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's not like, it's funny stupid, you know? Like Jack.
Oh, okay.
You're comparing Jackass with Maids with Balloons.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's
Wow.
his new slogan. It play Maids with Balloons. It's just like Jackass.
I don't know. I'm really honestly, I'm looking forward to his RPG. His
I'll
Maids
play the RPG and I'll send him a video response with my response, first impression.
Oh, I'm sure you will, you know? Because that's what the pre-rendered show needs, just to piss off developers.
No, I'm not trying to piss off developers. I'm like, the whole point, like, what he doesn't understand, it's first impression. Like, later on, oh, I know how to play Conquest. I mean, it makes sense how to play it now. capture the base. The more bases you get, the more players your army builds to capture other bases and destroy the main tower. And I mean, yeah, it's low. I mean, yeah, it's a low budget company that makes it. The graphics look like Tron. I'm not trying to insult that. I'm saying, yeah, it looks like Tron. I mean, I saw the movie. I thought it was alright. I like Tron. My brother fell asleep to Tron.
Yeah, does that mean you kept Conquest and played again, or is it off your hard drive?
It's
now?
off my hard drive, but I mean, it's just the trial. Like, I probably am not gonna spend it on it, but it was enjoyable. Like after playing it a couple more times.
So you did play it a few more times
I did
after
play
you
a few
got
more
off camera.
times. But Tommy plays are only for first impressions. I'm not gonna post any other reaction saying, "Oh, I'm sorry." If you find it negative of what I said, I'm gonna say sorry. No, it was my first impression, so what I say is what I really meant.
One thing I can say, though, just that I noticed, is that it didn't really tell you what to do. Like in Maids with Balloons, at least gave you directions and stuff.
No, all it said is defeat the computers, and the computers will get harder as you advance. It doesn't say capture the base or anything. It doesn't tell you, okay, the blue, Q means missiles, and like I didn't know like the missiles. Oh, the boost. I said, okay, that's cool. But the missile like took me a while to figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
And then it took me a while to find the beam button, the standard beam to shoot.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's all that madness that's going on. A whole bunch of stuff. So, I think we should move on to our news stories. Do you agree?
Sure.
Alright then. Do you want to go first or shall I?
You go.
I go?
Yeah.
Okay. So, if you listened to the podcast last time, or watch my Andrew's walkthrough on Phonenix Wright, they're making a Phonenix Wright movie. It's coming out in 2012, and it's been confirmed by Capcom. And it's going to have the same actors that were in Yakuza. And it's getting directed by Takashi Mike. He's directed movies, the movies Gozu and Audition. I'm excited. It should be either be really good or really cheesy.
I'm gonna say cheesy.
Basically, how I picture it running is that they'll probably have about 3 cases in the movie, and just so it doesn't get overpacked, and it should actually be a really, really good movie. As long as there are people slamming on desks saying objection and things like that, it can't be all that bad.
Okay, well, explain the game to my brother, because he doesn't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, Phonenix Wright is a game that came out on the Nintendo WiiWare and Nintendo DS. Basically, it's a type of game where you have to go throughout your investigations, or you play as a defense lawyer in court, and you have to go out and investigate things and find evidence, and then when you're in court, you have to... These people make testimonies and try, like, for murder and things like that. So if one guy's up there and he's saying, hey, this is what happened the day of the murder, well, you have to use your evidence that you pick up, and you have to find contradictions and make it, make sure that your person is safe as you're the defense lawyer, and outwit the prosecutor. So, like I said last time, it doesn't exactly seem like a type of game that a lot of people could get into, but if you gave it an honest chance, I think most people would like it.
It sounds pretty cool. I would play it.
So, I mean, he works more than you, Tommy, because I remember you saying last time...
he hasn't seen the video.
That's true. Oh, I think that video was okay, my walkthrough. It was just kind of short.
It was short for a walkthrough.
That's okay, though. Anyway, so they're making this game into a movie. So far, they confirmed that Phonenix Wright's going to be in it, and so's his main antagonist, I think that's how you call it, Miles Edgeworth, and his sidekick, Maya Fey. So, I'm excited for it, considering that this game's it's not really big. Like, it's not like one of Capcom's really big franchises, so I'm surprised they are making a movie of it, but I'll be right there in line when it comes out. I'm telling you.
Alright.
Anyway, so that's my story. How about you, Tommy?
Well, I mean, it's not really a story, it sort of is, but, with E3 coming out soon, with all these new announcements for games and maybe console, we're most likely going to hear about the new Project Cafe that Nintendo has to offer. And it's going to be a new console, and of course, with a new console means a new Super Smash Bros. Game. And I'm just curious, what would they do with Super Smash Bros. This time? It will be the fourth. It will be the fourth Super Smash Bros. Game. So as for title, will it be in 3D? If the consoles are going to be in 3D, who knows? Returning characters, new characters, different story mode than Brawl. Who knows? What's your opinion? What's your take on what Super Smash Bros. Might go?
Well, in terms of story, I think that they'll have a story, but it just won't be as big as it was in Brawl. Because you have to admit, even while playing the story mode, they had to have a difficult time trying to tie in all those different characters from all the different franchises. And for them to have to completely remake a story, I think would be a pain. But, they probably will. I just don't think it'll have as many of a focus. In terms of returners, we all know that Mario's going to be in it, and Link, and like DK and all those people. Star Fox, they'll all be returners. In terms of new characters, from other Nintendo franchises, there was rumors, that everyone always wants Mega Man in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Mega Man would be really good. And there are rumors for Brawl, and I just got done talking about it, that Phonenix Wright was going to be in the game. As ridiculous as that sounds, it was true.
It is true?
Yeah, there were rumors that Phonenix Wright was going to be in the last Brawl game.
Oh. That's right. He was a trophy, companion trophy, right?
Yeah, he's a trophy.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm looking for. I'm thinking a lot of the characters that were trophies in Brawl might actually be characters in the new one. As when you got a trophy, you're either like, yay, this character made it into a game, or kind of blessed. So I'm thinking they're going to take the reactions from the trophies they got and turn those characters into playable characters, or the assist characters will become playable characters.
Mm-hmm.
That's my whole take on it.
Well, as for a guest character, I'm still hoping Pac-Man.
Pac-Man.
Imagine Pac-Man kicking ass.
It would work.
Yeah.
It would work. Well, what are your thoughts, Chris?
I wasn't really too big of a fan of Super Smash. I don't really like fighting games in general, but
it's because of me.
Mega Man would be pretty cool. Let's see who else.
Well, your favorite character is Link, isn't it?
Oh, Link, yeah. I love Link. Hopefully he's back.
He will.
Probably will be back. Mario, like Mario. Captain Falcon, yeah, he's pretty. Was he in the last one?
Yeah, Captain Falcon's been the last one.
Captain Falcon's annoying.
Come on, you gotta love his Falcon Punch.
Yeah, Falcon Punch.
You know what happens if two Falcon Punches collide, right?
Chuck Norris is born?
Really?
No.
Oh, no.
The world explodes. But Chuck Norris is born. That might as well be the same thing. Yeah. So, I don't think the game will be in 3D. I don't think the next system will be in 3D. I think that's just going to be a handheld thing.
Well, I mean, 3D is of course now it's a big thing. And of course, well, yeah. But Nintendo, of course, is going to look at the 3DS sales and see, well, it's like if we could make it possible for their console. And I'm pretty sure they're going to try it. Like if not, have Super Smash at least the option to be in 3D or not.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I'm sure not everyone can afford it, 3D.